Hello there everyone and welcome back. To be perfectly honest, I was not really happy with my performance last episode, although it may not have stood out as much as I made it sound, quite frankly. Although, with the fact that most of those torpedoes were getting solid hits on me for the first match, it definitely was apparent there. But mentally, it really threw me off, so let's try and push on forward from that. Nonetheless, I did get some really good experience on preserving these vanguards against Solari's Tau fleet, because after all, 6 Manta bombers can instantly eviscerate, destroy, just blow these things in half in an instant if I'm not on top of my Thunderhawks, either just flying away or using my Stormhawks. And really, with the three of them together, they have a damn good chance to just shoot down the majority of them immediately, when you consider the point defense are there to help out as well. Of course, the big flaw to that strategy was since I neglected my Master of Sanctity, I actually had no level 8 Vanguard, which meant I did not have my extended sensors, which made that awkward as hell. And also, there's also this simple tweak: if I really need to, I could just get extra free points to either get a bombardment cannon or a bunch of lances there. And I feel like if I were to go lances, I would have an easy time just running him down and just weaken his shields. I would just have to deal with his micro warp jump there. But it also adds the benefit that it removes the issue of synergy that I had if fielding it with the Mark II. So there's still lots of things I could do as I almost exit out of the game. There's still some things I could do if that Tau matchup really is problematic. And as much as I love the torpedoes, my fleet probably is better going with lances or bombardment cannons, just again because of the synergy. Being able to bring down those shields so that way I could stick a beacon on relatively easily, and this battle barge can hit the real target, the hull, the juicy hull of its target. Because of course, there is no overcharge, there's no way to boost the damage on shields anyway. All I have is refined lenses on these Space Marine ships, so it isn't entirely out of the question. I just would love to play with the torpedoes more, because having the versatility of boarding torpedoes and dumbfire torpedoes is really damn useful. It's just not very practical against Tau because, again, those damn bombers and rerolls to point defense. So, we're going to fight Solari's Chaos now. So, I'm going to go out of a limb and say he's going Acherons and probably maybe the spoiler. I don't know if he would go with the Dissolution there. But it's going to be an awkward setup nonetheless. I have lots of shield transfers in my strike cruisers. They have the mobility to chase. And I have a battle barge for long range firepower. And I want to play with my strike cruisers more. Although it's probably a very fragile fleet until I can figure out how to get the split damage. How to spread out the damage and get optimal value. Because these Stormhawks alone will help deal with any despoiler bombers, at least, almost single-handedly with the two of them together. I have torpedoes to do amazing amount of potential, and once his shields are down, I can get a good number of critical hits with my bombardment cannons. There's a lot of unknowns here, and I do need to get practice with the Chaos Fleet, especially for strike cruisers. It may potentially be weaker, but it has the mobility to ensure an engagement. I just need to be prepared for the obvious Slaanesh. It seems obvious that there's going to be Slaanesh there. They're like the closest to a hard counter to Space Marines, especially if I'm relying on a Chapter Master. But there is potential here. I have shield transfers to kind of use to negate... negate a beacon there if I'm fast about it. If I'm quick at keeping myself hidden, of course this layout is really bad for me. He's got a good hiding spot there that's big enough to deny at least my one beacon if I wanted to use it. And of course I have nothing to hide in. But I do have torpedoes, so let's deny him this. All the while making sure I don't hit the mine. I give away my formation, mind you, but this will be good practice for me. Chaos is going to be difficult, but I have the mobility to eventually get in close. And let's see, he has beacons coming up. And he does. Let's see, is that the Desolator? Yeah, it's a Desolator. Or I think it's a Desolator. I know Despoiler is the carrier ship. And I can dodge that easily enough. He has a Stig, with that said. Is it? I want to say he has a Stig, so this may be an awkward bit of a fleet for him. Let's just keep on moving. Ideally, get these things out of the beacons. Gonna have to readjust my formation a tiny bit, but we're good. I don't know why he's firing a beacon and the torpedoes in the same direction, mind you, but let's get some Stormhawks to help make sure I'm actually prepared this time. So, I want to fire straight in the middle there. Ideally, fire at the fighters. Well, I could do decoys. We could do decoys again. I enjoy practicing my decoy fire anyway. Although I should have fired it better, though. Because with how mixed up my fleet is, I could have done that better. I should have fired with the Chapter Master at first, because they are actually not even. Because this was supposed to be a decoy to distract the fighters. Now, let's try and perform better as far as dodging these torpedoes, shall we? We're going to get in this nice little groove. We're going to bring back the old me. I know how to dodge torpedoes, goddammit. And with Stormhawks, that makes it easy. So he is going to try and reveal me. I don't have extend sensors, and this one does not. I think we know what the strategy is here, so let's give him what he wants, shall we? Although, if only it had more sensor range. Huh? So, he doesn't even have actual, like, lances able to hit me. This is kind of sad. Okay, you shot and wasted a bunch of Slaanesh favors. Now I'm not really scared of you. Because now you have a revealed ship and you're doing nothing about it. Normally this would be good for Chaos, but he's not punishing very well. Although, can I avoid other ships getting revealed? Because I could sit out with his lack of fighters. I could continue to get torpedo hits on him. And I accidentally turned on autocast. I don't want that. So, hopefully you don't need to stop. You should just... Okay, you're fine. Everyone's fine. Hell, I could just sit here, maybe use a bit of decoy torpedoes, force him out of his little fancy cloud. Because I could fire beacons. Is it worth it? I doubt it. Let me fire more torpedoes. Well, I did that wrong. I was supposed to fire decoy in a better vantage point. So, what is my range of bombardment cannons? Okay, that was an amazing hit. I don't even need bombardment cannons if you're just gonna take a full broadside of torpedoes for me. So, I could just continue firing blind then. He is trying to kill my shields though. So what the hell is that? Oh, it's a Hellbringer, that's what. So he is trying to kill the shields on this thing for a beacon. Which is kind of weird, but I am using it nonetheless. So, let's get ready. Try and do some hits here. Because we did soften them up nicely, I want to say. I'm doing a bad job of using decoys, mind you. Okay. Okay, so let's recharge the shield, shall we? Maybe get out? I am going to get out of the stasis bomb, just barely. Chapter Master just barely didn't, but more torpedo hits. This has so far been relatively simple. I did burn a silent run, mind you, but with his lack of commitment to his Chaos forces, I can just... Let's see. I would love to stick a beacon. I would love to stick everything. Damn it! That beacon was a waste. What a goddamn waste of a beacon. So, he has a Stig. That's like the weakest ship in the fleet, though. And he does have a level 10 or Akron. So, he did burn multiple, multiple stasis bombs, so. Can we punish this at all? No, not really. Not very well. But he isn't going to get the hits he wants here now. Alright, so we just stall the damage out best we can. Because you already burnt like a Slaanesh. We got a brace for impact coming up. Now, get on going and support your brethren. Support your brothers as we focus our fire. Because this is going to hurt, but you haven't used repairs yet. And he got the lucky hit on the deck. Did he destroy his shields too? Nope. He didn't quite destroy his shields, but everyone, get on up. Get on forward and punish him hard. And he does have an Acheron. That's the Acheron there. So, I want to kill the generators because he does have micro warp jump. Can I in any way destroy this generator? Nope. So, swap the damage out. Swap the damage out to the best of my abilities. Now, keep on hitting him, ideally. I'm just going to fire torpedoes while these go. He is going to micro warp jump soon. You would think he's going to micro warp jump. Because, let's see, I don't have much of shield transfers available. But, I do have brace for impact. Okay. That's easy enough to fix. Get moving, spot for me. And keep on moving. This is going to hurt a bit, but we got revealed. Just keep hitting this damn thing. Shields are coming back up. Your boosters are available. Come on, your shields are about to come back up. Just keep hitting these things, please. I did not tell you to hold fire, so you should be golden. Alright, so Slaanesh. I didn't even have... Well, I did use a brace for impact, so... Come on. Get moving for me. So it's a little unfortunate. It had promise. It had a lot of promise there. Playing the slow route, again, it's like I said when I first played against Chaos there. It seems like playing the slow route's more beneficial for me, even though it shouldn't, you would think. Because I have been getting torpedo hits in. Playing the long game rather than super aggressive game, so... Is it really a am I really doing it wrong, trying to get aggressive? I wonder. Because we were getting torpedo hits in, but when I start getting close, I don't have the raw damage I need. Because these ships weren't actually built to be... They're supposed to debilitate their targets, and since I'm not actually getting critical hits on essential components, that doesn't help. Lack of extended sensors hurts us. Oh, I forgot also to have frigates, stupid me. Heh, I just realized I was thinking more of a 600-point fleet too. So I was fighting at a handicap as well, wasn't I? So that explains why I was having vision issues there. Although with the sheer amount of lances, those frigates probably would have died relatively quickly too if I wasn't careful. So I messed up that big time too. But again, I really should be trying to play this more slower, because it seems like I was doing perfectly fine there. Since if he wants to use his lances to hit me, he has to turn aside to me, and that makes my torpedoes that much more effective. When I get super aggressive so early on, it seems to fall apart on me. But yeah, I really should have had some gladiuses or hunters in there. That was stupid. Let's just give it another go, shall we? Alright, so we're fighting a lower point battle, which is going to be a little bit different here. On the plus side, it allows me to actually start leveling up these damn level 7 vanguards, which I'm just realizing, of course, is how important it is to make sure they have their extended sensors, and at least a second ship to make use of. At least I have that versatility available to me. Unless I want to swap out the Disruption Bomb on the Master of Sanctity and put a Beacon or Stormhawks back on there so it's actually useful for a potential town matchup. But nonetheless, despite the fact I have a huge amount of points to have to fight with, I have mobility. I may want to bring a hunter for this, but is that a good idea? Because I don't know what I'm facing off against just yet. And the Gladius is durable enough and it can spot for me. So I think I'm going to go with the Gladius then. Extra 6 points for basically double the health, so not to mention more armor. So I think that's worthwhile trade. I am going to be doing a lot of hit and run tactics though. A lot of hit and run tactics when I could have just fielded 2 strike cruisers instead for this, in all honesty. But I know where my priorities lie. I just got to make sure these things survive, that's all. Because I could pretty much get away with my two strike cruisers, that would be just enough for the 300 points, and it would warrant it as far as playing this seriously. But as far as finding level 10 fleets, which I'm ultimately going to have to start getting the most out of these things, getting the most out of these ships if I want to start actually winning them. At least it was brutal with that chaos match, at least. And again, it seemed like it was going so well when I was keeping my distance. I have the ability to get out of his lance range, and of course don't have to worry about getting the beacon stuck on me if it is really a concern. And he has to turn his side to me, so he can't really chase very well. And as I said before, torpedoes were actually hitting, so I can wear him down so long as my aim is true. And of course not making sure it's super tight as well, because with emission dissipators he can just boost away. So, a lot to consider, but right now we are a bit of an underdog in terms of firepower.
Moving to position.
So let's get started, we'll see what he does. And I have the mobility as my great strength, but we're not going to just kite him all day, we're going to try and play seriously. And from what I could tell, we may very well have, was it 3 cruisers and then 2 frigates? Or it could be 2 cruisers and 3 frigates there. Although to be honest, it's more than likely 2 Dauntlesses, as what I meant by cruisers, and then 3 frigates of some kind. Whether the Widowmakers not, well, it doesn't really matter to me. Thunderhawks are going to be really good at taking them out, so long as I can get vision. And I'm not seeing torpedoes of any kind, so this suggests he has lances, which can be a problem. I'm going to have to stay away from his prow and get in really aggressively in that case, if he does commit to chasing me. We'll know once I reveal him. I'm going to have to reveal him first while these vanguards are at a safe posture. And this Gladius, of course, if he does have lances, needs to get ready to get the hell on out too. But any torpedo hits I'll welcome. I should be reloading again though. I need to make that a habit. But yeah, that definitely is without a doubt the cruiser. So, let's keep him going. Let's try and aim this a little bit better. Because we're going to spot him in a moment. We're going to have Thunderhawks at the ready. And he does have torpedoes of some kind. Oh, he does have an actual cruiser. It's only a level 2 cruiser, mind you, but Thunderhawks and Stormhawks will easily deal with this. It is a lance, and okay, it's a lunar, so the hybrid, and a dauntless. The lance alone isn't going to get rid of the shield super quickly, but I have a gas cloud. I have a gas cloud for that. Did I actually get a critical hit of some kind? I don't think I did. And really what I want to do is just focus on killing his frigates now. Because they're what he relies on most. He needs them the most, although I have Thunderhawks, which are also really good at taking them out too. So let's take full advantage of this. Didn't get a single torpedo hit, but it did force the Lunar to start taking evasive maneuvers. And he has to come at me. Not a single Thunderhawk even made it. That's sad. So much for that idea. But I can get boring torpedoes to hit the flank of this Lunar if he decides to keep chasing me. How do I engage though, and how do I honestly get a good engagement? I could juke him a little bit here. I am taking lance fire, but that can easily be rectified in a moment. Let's go for the weak link, which is the ships on the side here. I got pouring torpedo hits, so that forces a repair. Let's focus. Oh, I didn't want to cease fire, but this is good enough. Kill his weak links. Can I hit it? Not quite, but I can ram it. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, torpedoes are coming right up, so we should dodge most of this and may even be too close. Okay. 2 torpedo hits, we're gonna get on out. We still need to kill this thing, though. This will be a brutal one, especially when I'm hitting myself with my own boring torpedoes, mind you. But this is getting hits. I don't have much in actual broadside weaponry, though. And these lances are going to be a bit of a pain, but once they start dying, this won't be as much of an issue. Because I can evade, I can repair, I have the means. I just gotta get these boring attempts in. Now start moving, you damn things. Nah, my Thunderhawks are not doing well, but I did actually get a fire assault. I just gotta hit that thing now. Actually, I can hit these really well. Come on, closer. Those were bad, boring torpedo shots, mind you, but if they hit something, that's still good. Go in. He is, let's see. Get Thunderhawks going. Hell, hit yourself with your own torpedoes, please. I would happily welcome that. So, let's get moving. Ideally finish this off. That's not... Oh, I do have boring options available. And you are in a bad spot, so... Try and kill this thing off. Ideally, kill this thing off. Actually, can I fire torpedoes at something more vulnerable? Because you're just going to straight up get the board attempt. Maybe kill this thing anyway. Nope, never mind. He was lucky enough to survive that shot. And he does have lances, so... These frigates need to die already. This is a little bit awkward because he's getting really good point defense hits. Hull breach? Okay, that's gone. That is gone. I got more coming. Actually, what? Who am I kidding? Just get on moving. Get on moving, get out of the way, and ideally finish this thing off. And you can... Oh, that was lock on. That wasn't what I wanted. I was hoping for a reload. Now, hit the lunar with everything you got. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted either. I don't think he realizes how the torpedoes work there, but he did manage to deal with it really well. I'm not going to have fission, but I can still evade. I can still evade while my abilities come back up. I just need to get fission on this thing. And it's going to repair momentarily too. So, speaking of repairs, mines are about to come back up, and at least one of them. So, we're still good. A little worse for wear because... let's see, this thing should be repairing, but it has fission, he has torpedoes, which are not going to hit, and he has a very vulnerable frigate I could shoot at. So, by all means, keep on going. And also, I should reload here to help speed this process along some. So Thunderhawks, you would be great if you can get that hit, although he is relentlessly chasing you. So shields are really important here. And he did reveal one of his ships too. I don't know how exactly I revealed his lunar, so I'm assuming he boosted with it. Okay. So now, we got boring torpedoes at the ready. Sadly, I was hoping I timed that a little bit better. I wanted to get the combo going. As it stands now, Thunderhawks are going first. But the last frigate's gone. Brace for impact is not going to do anything for you. I am sorry. This will be painful. Hopefully it's painful enough. It did some hits, but no actual successful boards. And this Dauntless is actually the bigger threat, quite frankly. I just need an opportunity to actually hit it. Because the broadside of this thing is still pretty damn dangerous. With that said... But he isn't getting through his shields really quickly either, so... Alright, this should go a little bit better. Boring torpedoes, he is running like hell. But I have a Gladius to kind of reveal him. To keep vision. Because he has no defensive fighters. I am hitting him. I got all the hits I could. He's just going to repair, unfortunately. No hull breaches, no... Nothing to really stick. But, but his cruiser took a big beating. That made it worthwhile. Oh. Here comes the autocast torpedoes, or at least more torpedoes. So let's switch our attentions on to the lunar, shall we? And hopefully keep vision of it, because now this thing's limping. We are looking good. Supercharged void shield's not going to do anything for either. I gotta fire those torpedoes first, though. But it's still going to be a good torpedo hit. That was a damn good hit. I just need to kill the shields or the Gladius is not going to actually contribute much to this. It's hitting, mind you, but it's not going to... It's pretty much useless when it can only hit the shields. That's a bit of the synergy issue I was talking about, which makes me wonder if the Hunter would have been better. Of course, with that said, the Hunter would have been dead by now if it was taking the place of the Gladius. But with him limping, this is really damn good. The boring torpedoes, he's shooting a damn good number of those torpedoes down. That salvo did very little for me. But he did get the repairs up. And let's see, my own repairs are coming back up soon, so... And I just got a damaged deck, so... Let's permanently damage his engine, shall we? Ooh, prow's gone, that's just as good. Because the one thing, of course, I've been neglecting, which is probably the most important thing, is my damn boarding. And since lances hit me regardless no matter what, this is worthwhile doing. There. We're still a little bit limping. Just a little bit. Get in there. This level 1 cruiser is nearly dead. He just needs to get it out now if he wants it to live. Okay, he's letting it go. Or he was, and then he let it in. Then he chose not to. So one more torpedo hit's all I need. And I gotta start playing these things like Eldar too, which means I can dodge his macro cannon shots. If I'm good about it, I can dodge the macro cannon shots. But no, goodbye. Almost goodbye. You lucky bugger. Oh well, one fire, one hull breach is all I need, so I'm turning off priority. Increase my chance of that result. Yeah, Lance has finally got the damn thing. That's a shame. One critical hit's all I need. Okay, it's dead. It is dead. So just hide myself and get ready to finish this. Probably got a little too close for comfort apparently, because those lances alone are what did me in with the Vanguard. So it was pretty vicious. But I have vision. I have the means to hunt them down. And now we just chase after him and ideally destroy something of value. Because he's not going to run because I have the sensor range. I just don't exactly have the best broadside weaponry. Alright, so engines are gone. He repaired that immediately. Just a little bit more to destroy his dang... Let's see, am I out? Nope, not quite. Okay, now I'm hitting. I got hit at the last second, so that's good. Now just chase after it. Your silent run means nothing. So long as I keep you in vision, that's the caveat. But we gained the boring hits there. We destroy a generator, which actually is good for the Gladius. So now you just engage a 6,000 units ideal. Engage at 6,000, that way you should always be able to hit it. So this is dragging on for a bit, but he's losing components. And I'm almost at the point. Let's see. He did repair, so let's just cripple his components even more, shall we? There. That's a lovely hit, if I ever saw one. Now, keep damaging this thing. It has no generators, so it's losing hull, and ideally avoid the prow. Which begs the question, I should get in closer, because my shields are about to come up too. And I'm about to have repairs up as well. And I also have a brace for impact, keep in mind. So take advantage of his crappy side armor. This is over. Although I lost my brace for impact now, and I'm not in a good spot for a dang torpedo run. So it is possible I could still lose this thing. Which would be kind of funny. Nope, it's not. Oh, it's not happening, thank God. Thank God that didn't happen. A little more awkward than it needs to be, which is kind of why I need to be good about controlling these things, because getting close with the lances was probably what did most of the damage for me, and keeping at range was ideal. It's mostly the lances, though, even for the lunar. But we managed to get through it. Dragged out incredibly long, needless to say, but it's a good experience for learning how these things handle. And that's actually pretty important. Because the key thing I said throughout that entire battle is I gotta learn to play these vanguards like Eldar, while at the same time possibly controlling a battle barge. And that actually works because these things have the mobility to actually straight up dodge macro cannons. Most importantly, a bombardment can in like a mirror match situation, but otherwise, it's good for dodging heavy amounts of macro weaponry if I have enough distance, because I sure as hell have the high energy turn to instantly change my positioning and probably dodge macro cannons that way. If I'm far enough away, I just gotta really learn when I can safely get in close, because that boarding has amazing potential because of the Space Marines traits, and not getting the value out of that is a bit of a crime, so I need to learn my limitations. That's going to be what I'm going to have the hardest time with as Space Marines, which I kind of hinted at when I talked about Solari, the last match with Solari, about how it seems like I'm doing better at range when rather than being aggressive, which of course doesn't do well for me because I think even his Chaos Fleet, a single Acheron, has more damage potential than my goddamn strike cruiser, even with the torpedoes. I think if I were to somehow hit with all of them, which is not a pleasant thought, but it's something I'm going to have to really understand, so it's going to take some time.